It's one of his cars. And what are we going to be looking at here, Bob?
That's a 1975 Bricklin SV1. SV stands for safety vehicle. These cars were built in Canada in 1974 and 1975. The body is all acrylic plastic. It has no paint on it anywhere. The color is molded into the body, which is why it doesn't quite match after 40-something years. But
Wait. This isn't paint I'm looking at. This is
all acrylic plastic.
acrylic plastic. Now, what's popular today are these people using that plastic dip on their cars to change the color. So
But this is molded into the plastic.
this is actually molded in.
Right.
You see, this is the real deal. This isn't one of those wraps you see today.
Come on in so I don't lose the heat in the building, if you don't mind.
Yeah. And what does it sport on the engine?
Well, the first 780 that they built had American Motors engines in them, 360 cubic inch V8s. Very strong engine. The chassis for this car is made specifically for this car, but it uses American Motors components, Javelin components. So it was made pretty much for that engine. But in 75, in this country, we had to start having catalytic converters on the car. Probably not a great idea to have catalytic converters on a car that's made out of plastic. It might melt the floor. So they went with a Ford engine because Ford got away with it for a couple of more years by changing the engine around just a little bit. So it's a 351 Ford engine, and it scoots out pretty good.
I'm sorry, how many carbs on that?
Just a single car.
A single carb?
Yeah.
So it's decent on gas.
Yeah, it's not bad on gas, but it's fun. This is my everyday driver.
He drives this every day. Unbelievable.
Unless it's raining,
Yeah.
because it does leak. They all leak.
Wow.
And I've got two of these.
These doors look weird. What's the story with these doors?
Well, whoops, I can't really do it. Yeah, this one's a little sluggish, but they're air powered.
Wow.
They
Now this was back in what year?
1974 and 75.
1974 and 75. Look at this. They got air powered, a piston, an actual piston that opens the door up.
Yeah. The other side works a whole lot better. It's like something out of Star Trek. It just straight up.
Crazy.
This one gets used a lot, so.
I love that. Now, when you get in, what do you just pull down on a...
No, you don't pull down on anything.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a button inside.
there's a button inside and it comes down. Look at that. I love that.
Let's see if I've got enough room over here. I'm kind of close on the wall.
Bricklin.
Oh yeah, should be.
And how many of these are left today?
They figured there's about 500 of them left. There were about 2,900 built.
No, wow, 1 out of 500 left. Oh, is there any history with this one?
Not really, no.
Okay.
I bought it from the original owner. It came out of Vermont.
Very unique car. Very unique.
It had been sitting for about 5 or 6 years when I went to get it, and he says, "Hey, you gonna get this thing back to Memphis?" I said, "I'm gonna drive it." And he said, "Well, it's been a while since it was driven." I said, "Well, it's about time it needs to be driven." And these things have got kind of a bad reputation because there were some problems with them at first. I've never had a bit of problem with this thing, except I do need to work on the doors right now. I need to replace those struts because they are slow. But anyway.
So it's
And
got
the air compressor that works doors is not on right now, so that's another reason it was sluggish.
Oh, it has an air compressor, right, for the piston. Yeah.
They're air powered, and so about every 14 cycles, the air compressor will cut itself on and build the pressure back up to work the doors.
Nice.
Well, that's fine and dandy, but sometimes there's something about the frequency of the air compressor that it's putting out that if it comes on while it's here in the building, it sets a burglar alarm off. So I killed the air compressor when it's in here. Yeah. So it's a little low on air right now.
Yeah, no, it worked. It worked fine. Oh, I like it. I like it. Well, thank you for sharing this. Your personal your own personal daily car.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I bet you get a lot of looks with this car.
Oh
Huh?
yeah, he pulled over a lot. The tag gives me a hard time.
I was gonna say that or the color.
No, I mean it's got a 1975 New Brunswick manufacturer's plate on it.
Wow.
And,
This looks a little bit like a Nissan. What was it?
I've heard that before. So yeah, but
Oh, it is. Look at that. 1975 plate.
so yeah.
Look at that big bumper right there.
Well, yeah, the bumper is also mounted on springs and it's designed.
Is that
it's
metal?
Solid.
It's solid. Yeah.
It retracts 7 inches under an impact.
Wow. Saves your ass.
That's why it's called safety vehicle. Supposedly you can hit this car from any direction up to like 15 miles an hour and it won't even put a scratch in it.
Get out of here.
So you can.
Look at that.
It doesn't hurt.
Nothing.
You can hit it with a sledgehammer, it won't hurt it.
Wow. So this is made for safety.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
front too. The front
yeah,
bumper goes in too. So.
Yeah, from the front it looks like an old 8-track being shoved in.
Like that 8-track for sure. Look at that. That's awesome.
But yeah, I had here in Memphis, I had a Kia run into me last year, a brand new Kia, at a stoplight, plowed in the back end of this thing, and it totaled that car and didn't put a mark on this.
Amazing.
Didn't put a mark on it.
That's the car to be in, especially today.
It saves the car. It's probably not the safest thing for the driver, but we don't worry about that. We don't try to save the car.
Right. We don't want anything to happen to the car. My neck hurts a little, but that's okay.
Mr. Brickland is an interesting guy. He's still alive, and in fact, he is getting ready to introduce a brand new car. And he's, I think, 84 years old, or 83, or something like that.
And he's coming out with a new car.
He's coming out with a brand new car. You can go online. It's Visionary Motors, or Visionary, something like that. Or you can just put down New Brickland, and it pops up. It's an amazing vehicle.
Wow.
Now, he's a bit of a hustler, too, and he'll be the first to admit, he really doesn't know anything about cars. He just wanted to be in the car business. And he surrounded himself with some very good people. But...
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
For success. That's a good recipe there.
The new one he's coming out with is an electric. And
It is?
yeah.
Are you thinking about getting it?
My wife says it's okay if I put a deposit down on one, so we'll see.
He's taking deposits now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, check that out. If you want to know more information about this car, don't forget to head to the website here for the website again is...
Oh, edgemotormuseum.com.
There you go, edgemotormuseum.com.
Yeah.
Hey, if you really want to know some good information, this is the guy to talk to right here. All right, Bob has been the go-to guy with all the answers. I don't think there's one question I had that he didn't have an answer for or he stalled answering. He actually added more to the answer, which is even more awesome. He knows a lot about these cars and the history of the cars. It's not just a museum you're walking into, but when you talk to Bob, you're getting a lot of information that you're not going to find on those little kiosks, okay, that have the information about the cars. So again, support local business, support, this museum here. And that's a wrap. I'm out of here. Bob, anything else you want to say?
Well, at least 90% of what I told you is true.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
It's been
a pleasure. Happy
Absolutely.
trails. I'll probably never see you again, but
You will?
do you got a channel you do or YouTube?
Yeah. No, we just